and cyber diplomacy. I'm happy to report that both countries have renewed an MOU on cooperation in the field of healthcare for a further period of 5 years. Which aims to enhance cooperation through joint initiatives and technology development in health sector, including in healthcare facilities. As you are aware, North Macedonia has supported India in its fight against terrorism, and I recall that it had strongly condemned the Pahalgam terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir in India last year. Honorable Rashtrapati also met with the Prime Minister of North Macedonia, who also hosted a lunch in honor of Honorable Rashtrapati. They also discussed all issues of cooperation, including cooperation in the new and renewable energy sector. Honorable President also met with President of the Assembly of North Macedonia. She addressed the Assembly of North Macedonia, the session of the Assembly. In her address, she emphasized the need for countries to work together as two democracies, fostering strong partnership by institutional linkages. She informed the Assembly of members about the growing participation of women in Indian democracy, including in our Panchayat Raj system, where 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women, as well as the enactment of historic law for 1/3 reservation for women in the lower house of Indian Parliament and state legislative assemblies. Together with the President of North Macedonia, Honorable Rashtrapati, jointly addressed the India-North Macedonia Business Forum, which has just concluded. The forum had participation of business representatives of leading companies of India and North Macedonia. Honorable Rashtrapati is accompanied by a large Indian delegation comprising of members from various sectors, including IT and ITES, artificial intelligence, circular economy, renewable energy, healthcare and life science, construction, leather, textile, food processing, engineering, defense and aerospace. The focus of the deliberations at the Business Forum was enhancing cooperation in 3 T's: trade, technology, tourism, and of course talent, which would contribute substantially to India's Amritkal journey towards becoming a developed country, a Vikasit Bharat by 2047. During the Business Forum, the ASOCHAM, which was also part of the business delegation, signed 3 MOUs for institutional arrangement with North Macedonian various chambers of commerce in this country. North Macedonia is strategically located and is important for several planned and existing energy and transport projects and the pan-European transport corridors between the Mediterranean and Central Europe. North Macedonia's most important transport axis in the Vardar-Morava corridor, which links the port facilities from Greece to Central Europe via Serbia. As you are aware, we have concluded the India-EU Free Trade Agreement earlier this year. North Macedonia is not a member of EU, but it is an EU candidate country and is also developing a comprehensive partnership with the EU. EU is North Macedonia's largest development partner and providing engaged in technical support to advance reforms, infrastructure, and socio-economic development. So the India-EU FTA would also help not only with the members of the EU, but also countries which are part of Europe, aspiring to be members of the EU. So this is an important visit which covers the entire aspect of business engagement. You are also aware that we have entered into an India-EU towards 2030, a joint comprehensive strategic agenda during the last visit of the presidents of European Union to India, which focuses on sustainability, technology and innovation, security and defense, and connectivity. Again, these areas gets covered in our engagement with North Macedonia. Honorable President of North Macedonia will host a official banquet a state banquet for Honorable Rashtrapati tonight, which we would be proceeding shortly. Both sides have also discussed the reform of the United Nations. As you are aware, North Macedonia supports, North Macedonia and India works together in the multilateral fora, cooperate to each other, and also they support India's permanent membership in a reformed UN Security Council. North Macedonia has also expressed its intention to join the India-led global initiatives such as International Solar Alliance, Global Biofuels Alliance, and Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, reflecting our shared commitment to sustainable development and climate action. The visit is continuing. Today, as I said, there will be the banquet, state banquet, and tomorrow there are multiple events planned, including the joint unveiling of the statue of bust of Mahatma Gandhi, which both the presidents would be unveiling. Also a visit to the memorial and the museum of Mother Teresa, both the presidents would be visiting. And as you know, Mother Teresa was born in this city. I would like to conclude by saying that the ongoing state visit of Honorable Rashtrapati reaffirms our shared commitment to building a forward-looking and mutually beneficial partnership that contributes to the prosperity of the people of our two countries and also of India-Europe partnership. Thank you. I'll be happy to take questions.
Yeah, so floor is open for questions. We'll take one round of questions. Since it is already late in India, so you introduce yourself and then question.
I'm Ashwini Srivastava from PTI Press Trust of India. So my question is, what's the main objective of this visit, and if you could outline key deliberation that took place, specifically the one on filmmaking that was mentioned by President Murmu in her press statement as well.
Sir, I am Aditya Srivastava from DT News. What are the key areas of economic cooperation during this visit?
No more? Yeah, sure.
Sashko Gulov, Macedonian Radio. Macedonia is still not EU member, as you mentioned, and you have already signed the agreement for the free trade with EU. Are there going to be any obstacles on the road in the relations with Macedonia in this regard?
Okay. Sir, I think you may.
Thank you very much. I would, the first question is on the, first question is on the objective of the visit and also enhancement of engagement with Europe. As you are aware, this is a historic visit. This is the first state visit by a President of India to North Macedonia since the establishment of diplomatic relations. So it reflects the importance India attaches in our engagement with North Macedonia. As far as the objective of the visit is concerned, as you are aware, in the last few years, there has been a complete transformation in India's engagement with multiple countries, also with Europe. We have deeper engagement. One of the important signs of that is the large number of visits, both political, official, and also business visits and engagement which is happening between India and Europe. It is not only with the EU members, but also other countries in Europe. So there is a complete transformation in that engagement, which is reflective of the mutual trust and interest that both India and Europe have in each other. And North Macedonia is an important country in Europe, a fellow democratic country. And we are seeing that there is a growing interest in Macedonia for doing business with India, and similarly in India for the business to do business with this country. We have just seen the huge, overwhelming response to the business forum which was held. Several important companies have participated in the meetings, and the meeting was addressed by honorable presidents of both India and North Macedonia, and also I believe 5 ministers, cabinet ministers addressed it, showing the enthusiasm in this relationship. So business, that is the first priority, and I see a huge momentum for that. I would also like to touch upon the 3 T's which I mentioned: trade, technology. So we have heard both the presidents talking about doubling the trade, realizing the full potential in that engagement in terms of trade and business. So again, technology is the other aspect. Tourism also came up for the discussions. In fact, there was a request for a direct connectivity again. We will, again, it is in our wish list. We will see how we take it forward. So that part. I also touched upon the MOU on health, which we have renewed for the next 5 years. If you look at it, you have heard in the speech of the Honorable Rashtrapati, India is the pharmacy of the world. India's engagement with the rest of the world in the healthcare is hugely expanding. Also in India, there is a complete transformation happening. The Ayushman Bharat project which we have is yielding good results. So there is a momentum for healthcare cooperation as well. So this is, I would put it as the main objectives of this visit, which has been in the right track. As far as key areas of economic cooperation which you mentioned, if you look at the, show me the booklet. If you look at the booklet, you will see that, the companies which have come covers the entire spectrum of possible cooperation between 2 countries. As I mentioned, it includes the IT and ITES. The digital transformation, again, which happened in India in the last few years is hugely appreciated. AI, we hosted the AI Impact Summit, which had participation from 108 countries, a humane approach to AI. So that is another area of cooperation and economic cooperation. Circular economy, renewable energy, healthcare and life science, construction, leather, textile, food processing, engineering, and aerospace. Some of the areas which are covered. I would recommend you go through this to understand more about that. Sir, your question on the India-EU relations and is there any obstacles in deeper engagement? Of course, there is no objections. One, India is expanding its engagement with the entire Europe. India-EU relationship, and also beyond that, with each of the countries, bilateral business engagement is growing. And we have also noticed that Macedonia is a candidate country and making progress. It has a stabilization and association agreement with EU, which gives a preferential treatment. So I am confident that India, EU, FTA will also help India expand its engagement with not only with the EU current member countries, but also EU candidate countries and other countries. So we are seeing, we are looking at it in that angle of deeper cooperation at every level. These are on the filmmaking, there was a question, about, as you are aware, there were cases when Indian movies were shot here. Yes. And that is something which is, yeah, there was a Tamil movie which was taken. In fact, that came up for the discussions. So that's what I also touched upon, the tourism part. But Honorable Rashtrapati has invited North Macedonia to participate in the Davos which is planned in India. Last year the Waves was a great success, and we look forward to participation from North Macedonia in that. Yeah. It is very small. See, the presence of the large number of companies today, and both the chambers, I saw Asocham and FICCI there, shows that there is a growing interest. And particularly with the new FTA getting in place, it is an opportunity for expanding the trade and business. So there is a momentum, and you could see the confidence with which both the business and the government was speaking about the focus they would like to have on India and India's growth. Thank you. Yeah.
Jayanti Jha from DD News. President Murmu said that North Macedonia has expressed intent on joining global initiatives led by India like CDRI, ISA and Global Alliance for Biofuels. Where do we see that engagement and how will it benefit North Macedonia particularly?
See, what are these programs? These are the three global initiatives that India has taken: International Solar Alliance, International Biofuel Alliance, and also the CDRI. Each has a focus area. And what we are looking at is, with the partners countries, with our member countries, we are working towards developing technology and also technology transfer, capacity building. So there is some best practices, there are certain technologies which can be shared and which would help. There may be some technology which North Macedonia has which would help India, which would help other member countries. Similarly, there are certain technologies in some other member countries which can be exchanged. Then capacity building is an important area in each of these initiatives which you have. The fact that a large number of countries are joining this partnership, each of these programs is indicative of the, so far it has been, how successful it has been. So we see a momentum for more and more countries joining these initiatives, which is a very positive, which is reflective of the positive developments associated with this in the last few years. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, with that, with your permission, we would like to conclude this special media briefing. Thank you, friends, for joining. The briefing is concluded.
Thank you.